Welcome to FNaF News. I'm your host, the Teenage Muffin, and today we're going to be talking about Funko, Youtooz, the books, the movie, and POPGOES. So starting off with the Youtooz news, on the Youtooz TikTok, they posted a video showing a Freddy mug. So the mug here, of course, you can see similar to the Vanny mug, very glossy, made of the same material, of course. It looks pretty much exactly the same as the Freddy figure, except this guy is glossy, and he's a mug now. You can also see that he's got a little hat that you can put on and take off as a lid, which is pretty nice. The Vanny one didn't have a lid on it, this one does, which is the hat. You know, I don't drink anything that you would need a mug for, but this still could be a cool, like, I don't know, pen holder. I mean, I don't hold pens on my desk, but that could always start now. The other Youtooz news we've got here today is on the Youtooz Discord. Roxy Wolfie asked, "Boss Baby, how are the Vanny slippers coming along?" And Boss Baby replied saying, good, probably releasing November or December. Similarly, Tart asked Boss Baby, "Do we have an estimated release date for the Vanny mug?" Also, probably November or December it'll release with the Vanny slippers and the Freddy mug. So now we've got a release date, or like a general release time for those three things. The Freddy mug, the Vanny mug, and the Vanny slippers are going to be releasing November or December, so either next month or the month after, pretty soon. The Vanny slippers actually just got revealed. Here they are, and also apparently they're gonna be $120, which is crazy. That's a lot of money. Honestly, I didn't know there were gonna be Vanny slippers. Now I do. That second question was asked by Tart, and speaking of Tart, I want to say thank you to my channel members, Deepest, Tart, and I Heart Games. If you don't know, I just added memberships to the channel, $1 a month, so if you're interested, that's a thing. So now onto the Funko news. We got some pretty crazy Funko news today. We've got some leaks from a pretty reliable leaker, Mario Bros or Scarlet Joker on Twitter. We've got a big list here of leaked stuff that's going to be coming from Funko. As you can see on the bottom, the things that are white are going to be just stuff you can find in regular stores or online, and these stuff in blue are going to be stuff exclusive to specific stores. So as you can see on the plush side of things, we've got two 10-inch plushies, which are going to be Nightmare Freddy and Nightmare Bonnie, which is interesting. I really wouldn't expect them to just randomly make jumbos of characters that were made a long time ago, but I'm very excited for these. Those are really cool characters to make. The Nightmare Freddy maybe not so much, but the Nightmare Bonnie one is super cool because Nightmare Bonnie is one of the rarest FNaF plushies, and especially the jumbo variant of it. So now that they're making another side of Nightmare Bonnie that I'm sure pretty much anyone's going to be able to get if they really want to, I think that's very cool. It's going to be 10-inch. And then a real jumbo plush, which is going to be the Candy plush. So they're making a 16-inch version of it. That's going to be cool. I think the Candy plush looks super nice, and I think it's going to be awesome to have a jumbo version of a Fanverse plush. So now normal size plushies. All of these guys, until the last two, which I'll mention last, of course, are going to be exclusive. As you can see, they're in blue. So the first one is the Special Delivery Blackheart Bonnie plush. Interesting character to make. I feel like it might not be the best in the world because it's just going to be a recolor of Bonnie, and then they're going to have like a heart printed onto the stomach. It might be interesting. I know a lot of people like that skin. You know, we'll see what it looks like, I suppose. Then we've got a bunch of Security Breach plushies, which are going to be Security Breach Balloon Freddy, Security Breach Balloon Bonnie, Security Breach Balloon Chica, Balloon Foxy, Circus Freddy, Circus Bonnie, Circus Chica, and Circus Foxy. These things, we really still have no idea what they are. The best guess we have right now is that there was a shirt made by Hot Topic that has this Freddy wearing a Balloon Boy outfit and holding a balloon. So maybe that's what the balloon animatronics are, just the normal characters dressed as Balloon Boy. We're not really sure. And then the circus stuff, we also have no idea what they are. Are they really going to be in Security Breach, or are they just labeled as that because that's the most recent game? We're not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see. And then two characters we know definitely are Security Breach. I mean, one character technically, but they've got two, like, modes, is the Moon and the Sun. They're not going the Youtooz approach of making one plush with one of the characters on each side. They're making two separate plushies of the Sun and the Moon. I'm very excited for those. Those are very popular characters, very cool characters, and I feel like plush version of them will be very cool. Those two are not going to be exclusive. Everything else in the plush list is, though. Now the figures, we got those 13.5-inch figures, which are going to be Freddy and Bonnie. Still not really sure what those are, if they're just going to be upscale version of the figures or if they're going to be special. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Another figure exclusive is the Blackheart Bonnie one. That one I assume is going to be coming out at the same time as the plushie. That one actually could be cool. It's probably going to be a transparent figure, And this one I have a little bit of hope for because that Radioactive Foxy figure, I made a video talking about and, showing that the Radioactive Foxy figure has an endoskeleton inside of it. I cut it open, took that out, so interested in that, click the video, I'll put it in the description as well. But since they put an endoskeleton in Radioactive Foxy, maybe they'll put a heart inside of Blackheart Vanny. We'll see. I doubt it, but I have some hope. Other figures: Security Breach, Clown Freddy, Clown Bonnie, Clown Chica, and Clown Foxy, and then Freddy with Balloon Foxy, and then Sun and Moon. So this Security Breach stuff, there's a bit of a trend here. It seems like it might be an entire wave of Security Breach figures and plushies, so they might be something to do with the Security Breach DLC, but we're not exactly sure yet. Still, the figures of Sun and Moon, very excited for those. Those are probably going to be really sweet. Some more snaps that are going to be coming out. I think these snaps are pretty cool. We're going to be getting Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica, and Toy Chica in a 2-pack. That one is going to be pretty exciting in my opinion. A Security Room playset, and Phantom Foxy. The Phantom Foxy one's exclusive, which is interesting. Security Room playset, that sounds interesting. I don't know what that's gonna be, Of course, it's gonna be the security room. I assume it's gonna be the office from FNaF 1. I don't know who they're gonna have inside of it. They kind of ran out of characters. Maybe they could do an endoskeleton? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. It sounds interesting. I mean, I don't know if it is, but this could also maybe be the private room them's sister location. I think that would be pretty cool, with like an Ennard figure. And then the other stuff, we've got a FNaF Foxy Soda figure, Security Breach Mystery Minis Series 2, and Security Breach Group Skateboard Deck. So I assume that's going to be a skateboard deck with all of the characters on it. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Some other Funko news, though, is that the Candy and POPGOES plushies are now out, shipping out to people, but this is only if you've bought them online. So yeah, like I just said, they're only shipping out to people that ordered them on the GameStop website, not the people that ordered them in stores. Kane Carter made a tweet saying, "I've been given some info by FNaF alerts from a GameStop employee. Apparently, GameStop was not given enough stock of the POPGOES and Candy plushies to fulfill pre-orders. Not only are they indefinitely unavailable now, but some people may be getting their pre-orders refunded. I've emailed Scott about this. I think it's clear that the community's demand on the Fanverse and its characters have been seriously underestimated. I hope more plushies are produced so everyone can get their hands on them. We'll share info as it comes in. Sorry about this." I don't know if they're in stock currently or not, but if they are, I would recommend canceling your pre-orders in store and order them online instead, because it seems like they're not going to be shipping out to stores. Now into the movie news. This time, we surprisingly actually have a lot of news. Usually it's very minimal, this time it's not. Starting off with a little bit of a smaller thing though, Jason Blum tweeted, "Jim Henson Creature Shop is working on our animatronics. Tommy, I don't know, sorry, is our director. Filming on #FNAF starts in February 2023. Boom. So yes, the movie finally confirmed to be filming February next year. They're working on creating the animatronics, and they finally have a director. But that's not all. Geek Vibes Nation has shared some casting stuff. We've got some pretty major news here, so I'll read it out. Sorry, there's a bit of stuff here, so I want to hold my laptop for this. Jason Blum broke news last week regarding Blumhouse live-action Five Nights at Freddy's movie. The film finally has a director, Tammy or Tommy, sorry, I don't know, and is set to begin production February 1st, 2023. Filming also looks to take place in Louisiana. Thanks to a source close to GVN, we have obtained exclusive new details regarding the characters for the film. The film is looking to cast a male and female lead and female supporting lead. The male lead, Mike, is in his mid-20s to early 30s. His character description lends to some plot points for the movie. Riddled with guilt over a tragedy in his past and now struggling to take care of his younger sister on his own, Mike is low on options when he lands a new job to pay the bills. The night security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Mike is vulnerable with a tough exterior. Though he means well, his obsession with digging for truth may have potentially disastrous consequences. Female lead, Abby, 10, Mike's younger sister. Abby is inquisitive and brave, with a creative mind and keen intuition. A bit of a loner who keeps her thoughts and feelings close to her chest, she expresses herself primarily through drawings. Growing up without her parents while being raised by her unreliable brother, Abby has learned to fend for herself. That said, she is still very much a child, emotionally vulnerable, full of imagination, and not without the normal outbursts of a 10-year-old. And then female supporting lead, Vanessa, 20s. Vanessa is a police officer who shows up during one of Mike's work shifts. While leading with a bright and sunny disposition, Vanessa has a keen understanding of the dark history and inner workings of the restaurant. Not wanting to reveal too much of what she may know, she works to help Mike survive the night. While the current details do not provide who the studio might be looking to cast, the age range might help pinpoint potential actors and actresses. With filming set to begin in just 4 short months, casting is not far off at all. So yeah, a lot to take in there. Of course, the characters here are going to be Mike. You know, Michael Afton, gotta be him, right? Mike, he's always the guy in FNaF, and that is his name. He has a younger sister who apparently is named Abby. I don't know why they changed the name from Elizabeth, but I assume this is supposed to be Elizabeth. Apparently Abby is short for Elizabeth, so this still would be Elizabeth. Although Elizabeth should be dead. She's supposed to be in Baby, although I would completely understand them not having Baby in this lore, because that's a whole lot of stuff there. Then the other thing which is shocking is that there's apparently a police officer named Vanessa. I don't know if this is meant to be Vanessa from the games, you know, Vanny. It would be really strange, because they're apparently around the same age as Michael Afton, which in Security Breach is not the case. You know, we don't know, so it could be like Vanessa. Maybe they'll have some parallels there. And, you know, Abby, it could be Elizabeth, don't know. Maybe they'll have some parallels. Mike could be Michael Afton, I don't know, maybe they'll have some parallels. We don't really know yet, but it's pretty interesting stuff there. I'm very excited for this movie, you know, filming soon. Maybe we'll get casting soon. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So now onto the book news. We've got a new cover for the 5th Tales from the Pizzaplex book, The Bobby Dot's Conclusion. I've got no idea what a Bobby Dot is. I think it's interesting that this is the conclusion. I feel like I've heard the name Bobby Dot before in a news video talking about the books. Was this a story in one of the other books and now this is like a part 2 to that? If so, interesting. Is that a Bobby Dot on the cover? I don't know. Sorry, I don't read the books. I'm just the news guy. Looks pretty cool though. Nice art on the cover of that one. And then the other thing here is we got the cover for the 6th Tales from the Pizzaplex book, which is Nexie. And you can see there's this robot child on the front. Don't know who this is. Maybe their name is Nexie. And they are a child. It seems their face might be melting off a bit or something like that. A robot child. And this is Tales from the Pizzaplex, so I think it's Security Breach related in some way. You know, maybe giving the possibility, as much as I hate to say it, of Gregory being a robot? I don't know. That's a theory I've heard. I thought it was an awful theory. You know, maybe we have some evidence for that, though, now. Which I don't really care, honestly, with the lore these days. And then a small bit of POPGOES news here is Kane Carter tweeted, "Here's another scrapped phone from POPGOES Evergreen, the jukebox. Very cool in theory, but was way too ambitious. Not only was it animated and utterly huge, but it was also going to let you play music from POPGOES Arcade. It was a bit much." And then there's the jukebox. You can see it is scrapped. I think it looks really cool. I think that would be pretty sweet to have it playing POPGOES Arcade music. Love the South Forest theme. That's what's playing currently. So yeah, it was scrapped unfortunately, but I still thought I'd show it because it looks very cool. But that is all the news we have today. If you want to subscribe, click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, click the button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more information on the FNaF movie. Or other news, of course.